An emotional Kimmel returns to ABC and assails Trump's un-American attacks on free speech. Jimmy Kimmel returned to his late-night stage Tuesday night and urged viewers to stand up to President Donald Trump's threats, even as Trump sent out a new social media attack against Kimmel's network, ABC. In an eloquent and emotional monologue, Kimmel assailed anti-American efforts to curtail free speech in the United States, and signaled that he won't temper his criticism of the president after a nearly week-long suspension of his show amid pressure from the Trump administration. "This show is not important," Kimmel told viewers. "What's important is that we live in a country that allows us to have a show like this." Kimmel spoke about spending time with comedians from countries where people get thrown in prison for making fun of those in power, and worse. They know how lucky we are here. Our freedom to speak is what they admire most about this country, and that's something I'm embarrassed to say I took for granted until they pulled my friend Stephen off the air, a reference to CBS host Stephen Colbert, and tried to coerce the affiliates who run our show in the cities that you live in to take my show off the air. That's not legal. That's not American. That is un-American. Kimmel predicted that ABC and its parent company Disney would come under further scrutiny from the Trump administration for reinstating his show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, days after Trump wrongly said Kimmel had been fired. Noting that Trump has openly rooted for Kimmel's cancellation, and thereby the loss of work for his staffers, the comedian said, "Our leader celebrates Americans losing their livelihoods because he can't take a joke." Then Kimmel noted that Trump has also called for NBC to fire Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon. "I hope that if that happens, or if there's even any hint of that happening, you will be 10 times as loud as you were this week. We have to speak out against this," he added, over the approving cheers of his studio audience. Attendees told CNN that Kimmel received a several-minute-long standing ovation when he walked on stage for Tuesday evening's taping. Clearly fighting through tears, Kimmel thanked those who'd supported him during his suspension, including a lengthy roster of fellow comedians. "Maybe most of all," he said, "I want to thank the people who don't support my show and what I believe, but support my right to share those beliefs anyway." He named conservative media and political figures like Ben Shapiro, Clay Travis, Candace Owens, Senate's Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul, and even my old pal Ted Cruz, alluding to Kimmel's ruthless mockery of Senate Cruz in the past. The Emmy-winning host grew visibly emotional as he addressed his September 15th remarks about Charlie Kirk's suspected killer that led ABC to halt production of his show. "It was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man, nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what was obviously a deeply disturbed individual." Kimmel also praised Kirk's widow, Erica, for speaking at Sunday's memorial service about forgiving her husband's assassin.